I'm going to show you how to create a Logic app, and then we're going to use Logic app to get some groups, and then we're going to consume that data using PowerBI. Now, I've done this before using slides, but this time I'll try and show you how to do it well, as it happens. So here we are in the development portal in Azure, and I've already got one Logic app here, so I'll just go to it. And we're going to create another one. So here we go, LogicApps, and we'll go add consumption, and we'll call this one, what should we call it? Let's call it get groups. Now this stuff is important. You got to have the right group, use the same group and the region. So we'll just do it. It doesn't take long. Here we go. And that's it. Now, once you've created your Logic app, you go into the designer. If you're familiar with Flow, or as we know it now, Power Automate, this will all be pretty familiar. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create something that functions off an HTTP request. So it's just a common trigger. Let's just grab it. And we're not going to give it a parameter, so we don't even need to worry about that. We're just going to go straight to the nub of the problem, and we're going to look for let's just try groups. There we go. Azure AD. And now the difference between Azure Logic app, the difference between Power Automate and Logic Apps is that Logic Apps aren't tied to a user, they're just another app in Azure. So let's go get group. Now you can see that little goodie down here, get group members, and we're going to use that. Maybe not right now, but we're going to use it. Let's get and I've got to sign in. So let's and look, I think I've used the wrong one there, but let's not worry about that. Let's just and we're going to sign in as test me, which is this one. Hopefully that'll do it all. And it's going to ask for some permissions, and we're going to consent to that. So this is like an enterprise app now. So we don't need to create one. So it's already happening automatically. Right. And we see the problem here is we want an ID. So this is actually no good. We want something better. We want we want get groups. we'll do get groups of a user. This is a nice simple one. And the user is going to be me. It's going to be what is the rest of this? Hang on, let's just grab it from last pass. Whoops, there we go. Copy username. Right. Do we want to do security enabled only? Oh. Well, no. We'll just get everything, yeah? And we'll just delete that one for the time being. We'll use that in a minute. And then we'll do a response. This stuff is very basic. So we've got the groups, so we'll just get the body and we'll plug it in there, and we'll save it and we'll run it. We'll just see what it did. It produced a little array of IDs, and just to show you if I got this right. Oh, we're looking at the, when you get into the designer, well, we're looking at the execution of this. Switch it back to the designer, and here we will find the URL of this thing. So now, maybe here you'll see what we have is, this is Postman. This is just a local login for this, and we'll create a new request. This is a post. It's an empty post with no data, so it's very simple. We'll just paste the URL in there and do a send. Oh look, and there's our data. That's very simple. This is almost what we need, but we need the names of it as well. So we'll just do that little bit, and then move on. So let's add another step, and we'll do, what are we going to do? We're going to do a get group. This is the tricky bit. I can never remember how to, we'll choose an operation and we'll do a get group. And hopefully this will do the magic for us. What we want is, we want the And there we go. It's done a for each automatically for us. It's getting the value of the group. And this is, and now we'll just add, we'll use compose here. It's a nice simple way of putting things together. There we go. We'll take compose, and we'll take from our get group, we'll take we need the ID and the display name, so we'll do that. Put a comma in the middle. We'll save that. Do a little run. That's running okay. Look, let's do a no. So we need a response now. We need to put all this stuff together into a response. So we'll build a response by back to the designer. And we'll initialize a variable. And call it groups. We'll have an array. And that's all we need there. Because what we're going to do is in here, we're going to go variables, append to array. We're going to take groups and we're going to append the output from the compose. There we go. And then we're going to, instead of outputting body here, we're going to add our groups variable. Save it. And we're going to hop over here and go into Postman and send again. And look, now we have our ID followed by the name of the group. And that's what we want. We're going to consume this in Power BI. So let's do that. I happen to have a Power BI open here and I can quickly do that. I'll just fit my, oh look, it's probably going to fit very well in the window, but we'll put that in the window there. Right. And we'll do get data. Oh, actually, we'll do. Oh, no, we can do get data. We can do get data. There we go. Web. Yeah, there we go. And we want a URL. Oh, look at Have I still got it in the buffer? Let's see. Yes, we do. There we go. And this is nice. It seems to be coping with settings. Well, that was interesting. We'll just and at this point, we'll just pause. Okay, we're back again. We're going to start with a blank query, eh? I'm not saying this is the only way to do it. I'm just saying this is how I'm doing it. And it works for me. Hopefully it works for you. You may find a better route for doing this. I'm sure there will be. And also it's a changing product. But here we have a blank query, and we'll do it. Well, actually, first up, we'll just create a variable here. In it, we will put the URL of. Now, this is the signature, so this is kind of the secure part, right? We won't deal with security right now. We've got other problems to address, right? Now, the advanced editor is pretty good. It's not wonderful, but it's good. So let's go. Now, the reason we're doing this JSON.document, and now we do the other bit, which is web.contents. Now, this comes down to some really boring stuff to do with how things are retrieved over the web, and LogicApps, that HTTP is using a post, as you may have noticed when we were. We'll just pop back there. This is a post, right? So it's an empty post. It's not posting any information, but it's a post, not a get, which is why you saw it fail before. So when I edit this, I'll leave that little fail in there so that you can see why we're doing this. So let's go. The first parameter is the URL. I've got my cheat sheet over here to one side. And then we need to do content, and this is a really beautiful and obscure thing. We need to specify empty content, yeah. Text.toBinary, an empty string. Right. And with a bit of now. Yep, let's just try that. And away it goes, and it'll try and do a preview. And look at that! Oh, look, I was just going, oh, and we'll try something else, and it's come back. So how can we handle this? We can go to table, and look, we've got a comma delimiter. Isn't that great? And there we have it. So let's just rename that to group ID. Now just remember, everything here is not necessarily case sensitive, but in the interest of general sanity, spell things consistently, spell things using the same case. Sort of, too sure whether we call this camel or snake case, whatever. So I know it's come from here, and I'll name the query as get groups and there we have it. We'll just validate what we've done here by displaying it in a table. Now, what is interesting here is these IDs, these GUIDs. Don't ask me how unique they are. They are fairly unique. Every group ID has a unique identifier. Every user has a identifier, and we use these. We can use these to retrieve data. We can also use this to ensure referential integrity between our tables, and that is why we're doing this, so that we can take a name and we can say that name is associated with that ID, and we can go and get that ID, and that's what I'm going to do in the next video. So thanks for watching this. The next one's going to be a lot easier for both of us, I can tell you. So I'll just I'll save that for next time, eh? Work in progress.